trap to kina April 2025 di meeting ko siya trap to aji kali maju di itu hanya aman logo di aji sibak di cuman MU leaders kan nasi tribal leaders kan cities leaders and say what lang MU suidati itu pilih si ko dito kamanukan pakpurina Amanap indabra na nijo ko ini alak jakadi itu amay brothers then itu ane aman nakamanukan do itu laka Tuensang man dimanjo na is Nagaland lead dimanjo na gana se sabki take 28 5 out of the program, the home number 3 is James solidarity. You can say ADD Tuensang down. C representative. Yung Yunan Tuensang down. Commander Amar cities, our tribal residents, all our union march. So, Aji.
Thousands people Mauritius. Kudeki Lara Gori Kina last year Amakan Judicial. Amakan unity Paranai. Dai Khan Putok Korigana Hedi, Amakan Baba Bajatemte, Ektom unity Korigana, Haganimidi, Dai Khan Putok Korigana Hedi, Amakan unity Paranedo. Amakan Bong Anungan, Mokori, Sampoli, Aro, Tangkol Kumba, Sumra Trek Koide. They can be composed. Amakan so miragana, Amakan grandfather time day. Jingle noted defense for it. But it is locally like Gorato, Taikan Ahibo Diana. You don't need the Amakan Logade, 3 Nagan Goide, Amakan 3 people last night. But she mano way, but it is time day. Edo boundary Bonashe Guegana. Mohon tay ko ni boundary banai se ko itu rating nai likit hata nai itu misal ko ase second way India Burma independent bra beside Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru Burma laga president Unu Taiwan 1951 July 7 day Look like Amidation Matade, boundary Nala people, imaginary boundary, without passport, Abanadi 16 kilometer highway, 1964, May 27, Morishito, itu dan di China. Burma laka President, Uno, Thai President Korea Hegana. 1962 di Thailand baca India jail dia se Hong Sang Sebiu Abusin Badi itu টাইমিতে পাস করে কিনা দেরি কি দরকার কিনা এমএড করে কিনা আহা হইলে মেরিটি জনতা গভর্নমেন্ট করা তাই ভোট করে কিনা তাই প্রেসিডেন্ট ছড়িয়েছে নিবেন হয়ে কিনা একজন প্রেসিডেন্ট পাঠিয়েছে 1967 কোনো নাই তো ইন্ডিয়ান প্রাইম মিনিস্টার জওয়াহরলাল নেহরু নাই মরিশা itu humidi 1967 Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi Purnalata President Onu Thakishide itu tadi Jawaharlal Nehru aro Onu dijen ego sainado tai dijen nai itu ekta jenis biasa dia amakan maju deh aku kai maju deh Ondri bonapo kai pension bonapo amakan is party bi besyasa do nakamado kemngan hin hoy bangsa ase 동양 ase kemngan ase mokori ase aro dusra tribe ase besimaro ase de amakan najudi pension bonapo noribo history na jane kena tamatam MSD ase history kobo lage amakan kemngan mano Gentlemen का इतिहास है और तुरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट थम्बी डिस्ट्रिक्ट लहे डिस्ट्रिक्ट थांग एडीसी जिंदा से दे मकान यादे एडीसी पर्सन एक है एक चुनिया से रिलीजियस लाइन दे एग्जीक्यूटिव सिटी एक चुनिया से इधर में दी अमाकान फाइव का मार्केट दे फेंसिंग बनाबो नवारिबो अच्छा itu kobode to nyum no hobo bare hoide bi amakan khamyungan to khali jinjibin tang no hoide jinjibin bal kori kana khamyungan khachen boundary to oyo river koi oyo bal kori kana ekta range ase laisai range koi nami ki amakan phaigo kai yadi ase jode friendship bona hoide to Gentlemen pass kori kana oyo river di bonabina itu to amakan koribo amakan thai ko kai majude pension bonabo hoyasena pension bonabora aha home dai kori khara kori thakebo ami khamna ase dida koboda kire bonabo debo pension bonabora aha home dai pato khara kori thakibo dai ami lakase nahi bi bobo ye amakan phai ko kai majude pension bonabo amakan yadi kine ka majority ase sab ekiru kete khara kori bodai odi this time de amakan ko kai bobo time de mirai kana kine ka rarai korise amakan yoneji pura British kan khidai dise do amakan padise aji be amakan mirai thakise bole amakan padi bole acha last day tamo ko kai to ande me ma ase choto bhai to Nagaland ase kidi ekta amakan chamning laka dium to kidi pura home te Marek lo kete choto basket ekta ase de than norai kene chai kete amakan tax koi thake do boundary pass kori kina jodi than dia nai next day kam kora dembe kidi kora dembe than ne pai eto kisa ase amakan reserve ase is phale under me mate hore mare dembe chest digo thing amakan phai ko guys sob is party bi ase is party bi ase amakan ajede bona bon wale bo acha amakan etia peace and unity ase dai east and west pura phai ko kai etia kon is na Christian line de executive city actually ase tribal leader bi leadership actually ase edoni mini amakan khamngan matri ego kondo ko nai peace ase amakan shangi ase Itu ni mesti apa nak kan soal tu kete Eastern nak kamar kan lo kete. Amak kan nak unity. Amak kan nak peace. Peace and unity salam. Hai ko kai soal tu kete salam cari dia se. Thank you.
Good morning. Respected to the leaders, Sir W. Chingmakchang, Executive Chairman CBS. Sir Kunyang Se Home Evangelist Sanctum Baptist Leader, Sir GS James Secretary ANPO, Sir N. Sibong Chang, Vice President CBS. Most respected all the Tribal Union President Tuensang and office bearers. Mariyade Kimanchon, Eastern Nagamanu yeti Chamagushe, Chamagura Amian Sopke, Kushiba Oboria Isormorum Salam, Edu Chanai Tiase. Yade Ami Solidary Words Ekalita in Naga Koidibo. Amikan Yade Tuensang Dedo, the third tribe, Sai Jaido, comparing to other tribe, Bishi Chutu Ektase, Bishi Komdi Ektase, Polibi. Amikan Laga Common Cause Nimide, Amikan Laga Eastern Peoples Nimide Hotai Amikan. Be agide khara kuribo aro ekilot khara kuribo de guna janai dia ase aro aji ami khan ke tanigina thaka leaders kan ami khan ke kundu guide kuna chai ase ami khan la betterment garni ami khan la future nimide ami khan la generation nimide do hotai ami khan bi last tak khara kuribo de guna janai dia ase aro aji yate kiman mass public rally de participate kuribole aise ami khan itu berarti dangor challenging face kuribode itu berarti dangor problem ami kan solve sa oli bi ami kan mon chutu nugori otai mon dangor gona aji kinaga ami kan NPO leadership or tribal leadership under de kinaga mon milai gina ami kan thagi ase kali bi last tak ami kan ina sacrifice kunna mon milai gina aji khara guran sina khara kuribode guna janai ase. Thank you. Long live Eastern Naga Gongnalem.
Respected Aji Laga Chairperson, aro yati ENQ Laga officials kan, aro yati Jammagur Thaga tribal leaders kan, aro Ami Laga Morum Kutaga ENQ public kan kimon Jammagur se, African so on behalf of Southern Union Tuensang Nambra Kushibaika Janadiya se. Ami kan Aji really loadum de. Olot limited American beer going to buy. To American, it will ekdom American dangu achievements probably louder. It is in Obodo. It will American public Kimanjun Turiase American Morumbra pamphlets to Palbra Idu Turigina Takibi, close to the Burigina, open to Takibi, Aro American Kimanjun public on Ahaja Guriase, short time Lulasi, it was some mano, Idu Utamaligina. American short time to do beer winner, blessing by the Kushibao when Ekta Kota Janadias. American, it do hard times, American, it do face Gurase, it is initial to American sub cooperation winner, it do Ekta Jai Palovani, it do Ekta Janadias. American, it do Ajis, really long, it do high goodbye gun. Idia American Kemin tribal president Raki Kushi, itu Husasi. American Laga forward attempt. Ki Laga Inibu Rabi, Ki Laga force Rabi, Upur Rabi, Nichi Rabi, American Kina Bargina, freely as a good American Gishi, Alo Idia Kila boundary would have Kila put boundary of the question. It do American Laga Nagala history is a problem to accept Nibu. American by Ugai, Didi Buni. Maju di kini dah fancy lagi dah thaki upar na paru itu ni ami bi suggest kura se itu aro compliment kura se itu na paru ai kina aro ajikali itu ami kan lagai no hoy itu sub tribe miligina itia Myanmar to Burma kuda kita Myanmar boleh kau ase itu tu le ami kan sub milagina bulan isnek tahu jasi population laga side le American tadi American BC ase boy to amikan kiman la area to cover person na jane olibi itia olibi bishi ase boy ita amikan indu la side pura tinda tribes to majority ase boy ase yati pura to dadi bishi ase boy ase to amikan la madi to kinika free dibo tarange aru takan bi to amikan ki najubo ina bi kona do kali amikan la government of India pura amikan ki boundary banai dibo itu la kotha dia ase to pura amikan sob individual thang itia amikan individual team lead purina kila tok jaise dadi amikan sob to modum ekta aru itia kila education lebi relay lebi organize pradante public concept itu ekta mon dia rakibole ami ekta successful mun daga dole sob manu itu serious dubo lagi amikan itu public gathering relay ase gole itu kamti adole itia to media sob ase do to media takan itu observe grupo kamti ase ni ki nole to ita to upor rabi amikan select rabi amikan side lagibo to takan itu to takan relay itu kunba individual interest per ase ki pinale bhapna ho itu bra amikan sob kol kitia rebi kila union bra kila organization per organize bra ndi amikan sob majority gorina aji kinigar amikan corruption dia ase it will be phal I will think de gili phal bani ki goina short time bishi jaise itu bra amikan amila ekta ini opinion eta itu ahan nam de so public itu eta share good ase thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, ईश्वर के ही धन्यवाद दिए जे मोहन के फल गाँव रखी दिसे और दिन भी इमान फल रखी दिसे. My respect to our District Chairman, W.G. Mark, Executive Chairman CGS. Also, my respect to our Home Evangelist Sangdam Baptist Litro, Shri Kanjang Se. My respect to our Secretary to ENBO, DS James. Also to the Vice President, CGS and Sibong and his colleagues. President and colleagues of the tribal units of Tuensang. My dear Eastern brothers and sisters. Achi amahan yade kini midi jama asido mohan laga Secretary ENBO brabi palbra highlight kudise. Before going to my main content, maybe ekta inaga komon jaise. Why we are against free movement regime and border fencing? Kini bide. Former speakers kan Baba kan iman halbal koi kishe. Why ini governing is na in nutshell bra ina komon ase. Before this Mohan free movement regime itu introduce na kura dum alop background jamu mona se background dum mohan sai aisi bole do boila do aisi bole do British kan laga ekta bishi phal godeshin daise the sun never sets in the British Empire ina daise British Empire kan do kitabi sun do set na kuri bani yes we agree to that takhan do aisi bole the world to dominate kurina thagina ahala ase. Whereas when we speak about these Eastern people, India majority and the Northeast majority and Mohan Eastern Nagaland to Saisu Lido, British Empire can the Tagana San to say to Isido, Yadido Tagan to minute to Guru Paranai, Ido Mohan history speak Reze. Olivi Mohan background to all of Janina, Ajilaga movement, all of knowledge thing, Pishi Pano, Idon all of Komunaze. Boila to issue with the Northeast region, British Empire time na bote, India independence na badum de. Northeast region to pishi wala to British na under de thagi she, koi ne khisa de ase. Ina thagi adam de, India Mohan, Kundu Myanmar, formerly Burma go ase. Tahan bi empire ekta thagi she. Tahan bi Raja bra rule guri thaga. Inagala empire ekta thagina ahala ase. To tahan majuti world power actually jumba jujabaji goradum de. Mohan sai actually do British Empire aro Burmese laga kundo raja daise Kingdom of Gonbaung goina se taijo majo de larai du burina ahina ase to mokan famous Treaty of Yandabo goina idia Burma laga capital ina dem de Yandabo goina thaga tati takan war gura bisi de agreement ekta buri lise to ina gura do Myanmar ba mokan notice bisi wala do cover green thakise niki to ida do war di do ida do kundo raja Myanmar la ida Burma la raja konbau du kida British kambra harai dise notice to dai capture green thaga do ida do say like Assam nisna Manipur nisna Kachar district kan nisna Jandai Hills mokan ida notice much itu do babos Jibo when British country Jidia Lase. In a garden day, in nutshell, Moyse, Mohan Laga Eastern area, Bitahanra, geographical location size of the covering the Hoshiniki. Only be the former speaker Baba Kangwanishna, written agreement in other Ikutunai. Let us study the historical background of how it happens. Our Mohan Kinan Ajitu Pais in Mohan Janili Bishipal. So after the famous Treaty of Yandabo, 1826 day, itado British or Burmese majude war gura habisi de itado nijo boundary line itado itu mola kingdom under the obode itu mola empire under the obode goinu kora dem de mohan notice majude ai mohan naga mano especially aigeno mohan eastern gedo concern bi na gorene imaginary line ajikundu mohan chagara guri ase Itula do tahan panai doing ase. Itu worde mohan itu aji history do bisi tik puriso bole do answer do babu na mon ekta tangor or akhara ki diase. Ite FMR laga free movement regime la do chronology mohan la secretary ENPO rabbit going dise aru moi ini reminding pro mon ase. After Indian independence 1968 na dakhan ido free movement regime do panai dise imaginary line do panai dise ina orni ida do aigena 40 kilometers both sides visa na lagibo apni khan kundu libi aro moi Nagaland rai idia example moi mon rai ida Burma di jai ase bole 2 hafta ni midi free boru pare without any visa it will be restricted to 40 kilometer or Burmese side de thaga Mohan Paipugan, Mohan Nagaland, 2 hafta nimide 40 kilometer up to the extent of 40 kilometer. Apni Thaiyo Pare Lagado, Ekta regulation Banagina. So it will follow up to the 2004 day or the reduced Kurdina 16 kilometer de Banagina, second implementation. Aro Ida, I third day 2016-18 Debra, Aro Ida current situation there. Aro 2 kilometer de namai dise. Itu hi no in ida do Manipur crisis hoi jabra do. Ida do aro udu do FMR do hatai dini ida do fencing do mari dibo laga kotha de ai jese. Now we are not against the Indians, but we are against the government of India, as well as we are against the policy makers, those who are sitting on the policy making. It will be against. To mohan ido India government laga background kile fencing do lagaw mo napnian kile apne kan FMR do scrap kore ase goisule tala potential trade ekta stand goe ase takhan pra. So here are some of the points takhan goe ase security concern nimide ekta ase goe ase aro drugs trafficking arms smuggling gura khan insurgency activities idon thaga nimide do fencing lagai dibo pare ase. Yes, we admit sometimes our brothers used to create some problems. Border Valley. Only dusra to dakhan mere excuses as that's what I believe. Kile mane across the border kiman thaki ase imaginary line power na mohan so far peacefully thaki ase. Let me just take the example. Hosagi bi do practically aise bole do. Apne bi longwa di jai sabi. Posti bra phak kurna ase dakhan boundary do. Literally ida aro aise bole do angla house bra bi phak kurna ase. So itu do practically mohan parbo na parbo. Aina ICD tan de sabi. ICD tan pillar number 146 tadi lagai na silakan to tadi hoisi boli be mohan kina no mola khiti mohan compound kina na tadi fencing lagol dibo. When we speak to the pillar number 139, that is which is situated in Tongsonyu village, just above the Tongsonyu village, 139 pillar. So mohan teacher mani bi do no mon bikhai do. And this 139 pillar kundo Tongsonyu laga bosti property as mohan hilly region as mountain de as itu wala do is 41st Assam Rifle bra takan itu size. They are the guardian of this 139 pillar. Ar takan la game aro bosti do is ita do close ho jaise ekta ho jaise mohan ida Assam Rifle Tuensang nisna boila do jungle daijoli thagi je population increase hisab ita do ekta bosti nisna hoina ase sabai game or bosti bi. Now they are the guardian of this 139 pillar. And this 41st Assam Rifle under the government of Major Rain, that jurisdiction to mohan study guri aisu bole do ke some ESA ud pura cover grace civil estate tunok ito atha cover grace literally the fencing marchu bole do mohan neighboring villages kan ke some area aigena itu sore aro mohan bang ase aina mohan aru ui kan ase mohan tunok range ase ito literally mohan hotai bera nisna Purma de apta ugro pargun na pargo de achi dakto sabai gan gibi of course na bi titi gure ase holi bi mohan ekdam locally cooperation thakabra ahaja bi grow pare ase beyond the borders khandan manu ase do sob na holi bi mohan na former speaker ra bishi bhal goi dise chati bishi ase de naga manu gan beyond the borders de niji di jaisula aman army circle de ahibo positive phak la gorle be all distance gorle dadi bi pillar ekta mari gina se do dadi bi ahaja bi grow na de do ite do literally kite edo stop kori dibo kite fencing mari dibo mohan do ekdam na para hoi jabo de itu bade history to jani se bole bishi bhal manu ki goye se itu do here se as na bhavna gorle bi but what we can do is we can study from the treaty of Yandabo Railway Aigina prior to the Indian independence, prior to the post-Indian independence, itu study gure aina mohan la do saini bishi bhalo ko kile mane mohan do jule free land when a free country when a thagina ahala je baba baji dam de rabi koi aise mohan generation rabi itu huni aise but what we need is documentation history do phalbra jani lele bishi bhalo ko. Let me just give you the example. If literally fencing to lakai se bole Itulah bombas de. We have heard so many things about this Korean War, the famous Korean War. Korean war had either North Korea, South Korea when they split Korea. So the country they are ruling by the different government. Poila do isu bole do takan maju de sal de ekbar nisna do family reunion nisna South Korea or North Korea the chance ti thaise. Chances the I thakade ita since 2018 ita ekbar bi the reunion was the chance na pai ko na itula khobor mohan huni thagi aro mohan huni ase to mohan bi itu nisna hoboni gibi phui lagya do itu ekta achi do hoji bole do mohan ge 16 kilometer 10 kilometer ita scrap kuri dibo ko ase scrap kura biside korea khan nisna sal de ekbar mohan province under de thaga or mohan Indian under de thaga family gathering kitawa di thai udi pare we never know but it won't last long itu do subscribe ho jabo itu de mohan itu do sob to study gorle bishi bal aro ina laga FMR aro itu scribe gora aro fencing laga ba do sob chum rai do against grow lage affected areas kan konyak nisna aigin mohan chamnon nisna mohan nimjung nisna ar mohan teacher land nisna iton do mondi bikhaina tat ka murin khara go pare de dusran the effect hwane bole ki jane morally hi support go ina na bhabibi because we are one aru ido sobjon laga individual nijor la phai go pai divide kure ase seriously loi du mon ase lastly ekta mohan brainstorming nisna bhabna guri dibo nisna ekta ina ko mon ase in case if the government of India really implement this border fencing, our FMR the spread firstly, road development I would Mohan border area there. Road development for sure. Rasta bana bisi dehi aina fencing ro lagawo. Hawa jahaz ra aina idu saman do na kirawo. Holi bi takhan rasta age banawo. Itu bisi saman anibo. Itu bisi dehi fencing do banai jabole je. To Mohan public kan दिमाग ते रखी बोले ला दो कुनो आदो तीदा तीदा भी भावना हो जाबो पारे फेंसिंग तो ना लगा भी होली भी रास्ता तो बनाई दी भी इना भी आइबो पारे होली भी दिस इज अ वेरी क्रूशियल टाइम मोगन फाल रो भावना करो लागे रास्ता पुंजी जैसे बोले तो फेंसिंग तो लगा बोले होबो तक इना हो जाए इधर ने डीपली भावना करो ला दो इदो एकता আছে আৰু তখন লগা মেইন পলিসি তো 2018 দে Act East policy koi na takhan Indian government ra pura laga je Act East policy to ki ase bole do mon border region de development dibo nimi de ase koi na Modi government ra puri dia to takhan directly or indirectly mohan Act East policy under the development far flung area mohan remote area de rasta do pungsi aisho bole do fencing to be lagai ai bole laga second plan b do takhan la itu hoboni koi na bol conscious to itu is ai je aro idia jani na takhan manipur la excuses loi kina idia do FMR mohan nagaland eastern nagaland do kundo je itu be spread kori dibo wala decision aha edon sob to coincidence to no hoboni ki holi bi takhan bi ekdam homework korna study korna itu do kuri ai je koi na moi buji ba de itu ase idhar mohan general public kan aro affected areas kan bi bosti di jai kina itu sensitize kuro lagi history bishi phal janibo lagi aro developmental activities ki jai ase itu do mohan bishi vigilant thakile bishi phal goina moila last kotha itu koi janai guys thank you
Respected Tuensang leader Sri W. Tuensang, Executive Chairman, Singers, and respected Sri T.S. James, Secretary MEYO, and my respected Gayans Sangam, Home Angels Sangam Baptist Liso, Santam, and media fraternities, and all the travels, presidents, and all the general public gathered here. I myself, Yang Tanjung, President YED, would like to welcome you and this precious rally program. Program din ajadam de moita ina go. Aji amikhan madi majut bra facing haliwa nimide hala jila buradu aji bra 5 times less within the Nagaland. 1 Lungwa, 2 Bangsha, 3 Bonglo, 4 Kohima, 5 to Aji Indiola headquarters. I think that Ajidu ground the Prada Hibona Gibona spectacular. Holiday and Nikan Manudu in Negasado. Eastern Laga headquarters day. Loya say go man chudo and give it to Mon Kushinedo. It didn't mean so Manu Nalevi Ajihan to Bishi Kushase Aro Aji Yadi Liviskan Bohadu Abunikan Anikan Bad Jana Manu Bishas a day. Will you all look 10 minutes Abunan Laga Bidili Karagurase? Today we are standing here as the leader of these tribals. It is tomorrow is yours. And we the ladies, we are ready for stand any circumstances, and we are ready for give our life for your tomorrow. For our tomorrow, we are ready for give our life. Ami kan do, kali abani mine, kali anihan baca ni mine, baba gue kan gua disini. Ami kan lal life di tibo, when we are ready ase. Abani ami laga malikan. Amila Bajakan, Komanokani Palhole, Egunedo, I'm ready to give my life. Amila line to be the Kota Wimunas. আৰু হিষ্ট্ৰী তাতো কোনটি আমি খান চকৰা খান হিষ্ট্ৰী নাজানে for father 180 years খান মানুহ কোনটি নাই বলি আমি খান সব হিষ্ট্ৰীটো কপি পেক কৰি না আজি লাইফটো চলি আছে এদিন নিমিলে আমি খান খোমানো খান আজি কিমান পাব্লিক আহিছে আপনি হিষ্ট্ৰীটো জানি ল'বলৈ বেছি জোৰ আছে দেই কোনে এইটো জানিবলৈ জানি আছে একটা কথা এনেকে আছে আজি তো মহান ডিবেট বি নহয় এক্সট্রিম স্পিচ বি নহয় সেম তো ডিবেট হয় গো এদিনে পাব্লিকান কিন্তু দে আই গিভ স্পিচ খান গোৱাতে হি আমি খান দাদি যাবলৈ আছে তো রিপিট বি শুনিব হলে বি দাদি একটা দুটা মোটিভেশন থাকিব এটা শুধু মই খাব আৰু 3 minutes দিছে and I am the last একটা রেলি থাকিয়ে না আধা ঘন্টার পর ছুটি হইলে তো ঠিক আছে কিন্তু ভাবনা করি দে এটা আধা ঘন্টা বি জানে তো দিলে 3 minutes is only 50 minutes gone মানুহ ৰাংছিব তো এইটো আমি তো কিমান ক'বলৈ পাৰে আজি হিলো পাই আছে সব মানুহে আমি এবাৰ কি থত আছে এইটো শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিবলৈ মন আছে দেই কমৰ কাৰণে বাবা মংলিও খেমিৱান প্ৰেচিডেণ্ট দিংসাং দনব্ৰা ভাল কথা কৈছে দাদি অলপ টাচ কৰিব মই খান নাগা খান দু ফাৰ্ষ্ট তো মই মেংগলিৰ পৰা আহিছে এইটো আহি কিনে ৰেংগন আহিছে ৰেংগন পৰা ব্ৰহ্মা which you go today is Burmese in Burma go to এইটো ৰেংগন আছে এনেকা খুৱাই কিনে আহি কিনে থাকে সময়তে দিখুৰিবোৰ ইনচিয়া যেনা আমি আধা দু খেমিৱান ব্ৰাছ খান গনে হবি আমি খান লিমচুং হবি আধা দু বই লব আহি কিনে এইটো পাব জানা হইল দাদি এস ইদিস থাকি না আমাদের পার হয়েছে ಇದು পার বি আ হমদে ব্রিটিশ খানদু আমি খাইগে বেশি ওভারটেক করলে ট্রাই গুছি তা খানদু বন্ধ আমি খানদু আমি হালা গালজের কাস্টম জেসি লাগ গাউং স্তু ধরে না বন্দুক মারলে বি ইদু যে সিন্দা গুলি বিনা আমাকে মারিছে অলরেডি আমি খান লা ফফা দে খানদু ইদু ফয় নাই ইনেগা জুজাবাজি বুগিনা থাকা দম দে जुजी के ना दिखु भी बा होने दो दोस्तों तो फुए बा बोले से तो now did we go like advance आरो आमी खान तो big god मालिक खान तो इदो आसे इदो दे थाका दम दे लारे दु बारा ना इदिन विदा खान तो की भावना खुशी दो इनेगा इदो खान मनु के कोथा को दु ना पारे चेहरे भी ना मिली नेम सभी ना मिली आरो इदा आमी खान होताई दहा लोगों ने गाई সেই থাকিলে they will reward again আরবি আমি হাঙ্গিরি ইনে গাইবো এদি নিমিলে নাও বনে দানা জানি হদাম দে in the year of 1952 bandit চলে দেহু আরো ব্রহ্মা লাগা প্রাইম মিনিস্টার ইউনো দিন্দু লোকাগিনা কোয়াসিনা কথা করিনা তাজি হবো দে বনে অলপ তাখান ওভালি এনার্জি লাইন দু বনাছে তো বনাগিনা রেডন এসওএস প্রমিস এগ্রিমেন্ট নাই mukbra goina ajida ani kan thagi hai and he himself Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said that Nagas will never get any minister who was the first president of India Dayamukhi idu goina ida to British government lot idu manukhan ke jaga na buru lagi aro special track with hagi lagi bode ani kan idu church that is idu godam de Ida tu upay na tagod British say that they declares the free land Naga free land do ani kaya madise do ida tu judge ase ida ki laga India border facing ani kan madi dali boli bas idu mohal na dimak de bas kiman boli bi ek ta juda de mohal stand boli lagi boida thousands of the topic in the history in a year boi thali lebi bauri thagi bo do ami haso yedi ido mohan stand boli to ido ase tai khan laga mukti goa anji laga lead khambi yes of course we are not against the Indian people Indian abdul khan ami khan isna khan ke against nahi do but the leader who are the leader in today's ruling government Delhi ko se khan la against ase de boy lagi na ko na jese naga khan iman gara gule ke enemies na dibo idu de hi khara kras ide idu ase gila na dibo mon mon dikhai do ami khan laga president ko asina JDC only one JDC president ase executive secretary ase. We also like even Konyak. See, aru anian yem chole bi ase. Who knows? Tahan laga logic ai de tu ase. What are the logic in the government of India? Ani kan na jani do. Though it is one of under the one double president, one the executive secretary majority thagena phak rule. Who knows that? Ani ala FND to be FND one jo ina. Manu phak bi dibo, madi phak bi dibo. Dimagi ji idesi idba ki FND mangyo. Tahan jalak bi dibo hodo. Idu nimi de mohan bi idu tira bina mo na saribo. Lobo goli du redden is racing na taga. Ani kan chanyuan laga 5 years. 5 years chini jala dedication those fields chini jala do bora capture. Aro gonek laga ang la bosti bra phak bibo. Ami kan in bungro area de jagina mimi reached 35 village. Jendi River run wagina Lydia, Lycia and Tandamidi. It was subnoli do mohana publishing gundola mohane FND Bora publish in Halingana, Ida Kida say to Devi Ayasedo, Mola Dimak de Jawakers. India logic to Garasido. Ida FND Jaya Selia, Ida Kikuragan as a Sabido. You didn't immediately do Amihan Kushinai. And you can ask Chago 5 years later, Dr. Kidikura, Par Hogana, and locally we agree that. January to Charigana. Lagi kan alo tandemi kan tu cerita lagu bela tu makan agresif. Boy lawan tadi asyik tu. India tu tadi berbina. And Brunei dalam kerana anda logo guna tu dalam tak. Alu makan bi India asyik boleh. If the government of India thought that we also India, Eastern bi asyik boleh tu. Kini makan di man cari di boleh tu kata beres. Kami kan tu itu kita bina mana boleh. Itu manusia boleh makan lah history tu khodam beres tu. Hiti kutte guyase government of India aro government of Burma tahan majode ami kan majode so far ami to hunai nai we are not deal today dispute bi thana hai to asam phali merabani phali modishe gwadu hune ase mon holi bi moi India tak thagi na do Burma mo khan bondi do larabalji guyase gwadu to hunai nai de why because they know that mukbra gwadu dimak de jase do itu hi ase goina Mohan Kanyuan laga 5 years chidi jadu kima down hobo itu mau tu jawab bi down hobo dosi yadi mohan ai ko bai ko manu kandu chidi ikta nimi jawab hai only Burma or India mohan eastern manu majudi du land dispute thana nahi to aji tak to kun rafa kori bole koise itu mohan acha go bone ki acha bole tu mohan ro buttu ho jawara buttu de alu ho jawara. It is all the FNDs gone. It is what we want to say is that Amit Shah ji, Home Minister of India, our Prime Minister, Mudi Lobi, Edu Goli Monasido. We Nagalas are never allowed to do division in our land. From early, that is all early, they be without the concern of our landowners. Namanya Naudi, Egu Nakona Hali Logo Monkey Rebinago. It is immediate. India, government of India, Edu Kan Mangi Botana Ruby, Charity is still fake to be there when a charity judge follow William American Pikusho. Now, Lido Anidan Lodi, now we will rise up and we will rule again. Rule again with the Indian government. Our former speaker, Konishina. Diblo was say rasta ni bo mohan kun bani rasta pi alon nai ho wei gun na hoi oi la fofa dro matha bra ki na khai ase aji idu khai ase idu khab idu rasta na ni mi mo hi ho idu fix ai ho aro mohan la public to minus pi ho demarcation da do lo now the FND do says idu mohan na mani ho de ko manu kan idu ni mi re aji dak sa mohan unity hi jaise Aro we are the one. Ami kan ikta bodi ase. Gile mani Eastern Guadu dikura lugina. Ami kan ifali do ikta ko manu ase de. Morali morili pachileni mohan. Aro itu lang esuba. Gun babi big nabru. एकता बरा एकता गुगाय भाई पिखाली अबना नगी खबर नहीं ये तो मोहन लगा इशू मोहन लगा डिमांड मोहन लगा फुलफिल ना गुरा तक तो मोहन अच्छा ना गो ला गोथा से दे ये दिन मेरे अजी हमार दूसरा मानु खान यदि किमान जमा ने से अमी खान सब मुकोस्ते जाबो गाली होबी प्रश्न होबी अमी खान पब्लिक तो ये दो दिन रेडी होबो गो लगा दे आहिरो अमी खान लगा लीडर्स खान इम ऑफिशियल खान दो और ट्राइबल्स खान दो नंगमाई के ना उताई दिन इदुला दो सो की काम करी ना आयस अमी खान एक दिन माने दे वर्क सिंदिबो और खड़ा करिबो मुख बा कोई थका ना हो इरा तो वी विल गो फॉर प्रैक्टिकल अमी खान sacrifice की गुरु लगिबो इदु ना होले तो सक्सेस ना एकेंजी होबी border facing होबी अमी हम रेडी थागिबो काली बसुम ते चेटप ना थागिबो इदा मोरली दुनिया ने गुण ही दुनिया के सो बड़ा बात है ना मोरी बोली दो बनाना आई बोली दिशे मोरी बोली ऐसे इदु मेरे we are ready to fight against our both facing and either the FND इदु निम्न सब बालू खोमन मन खाना गुबो गली दो गुण फेसिंग मारी वो गुबो मारे बज गुबो और we are ready थागिबो और इदु मेंटली सब लगा दे अमन प्रिपेयर्ड थागिबो प्रिपेयर्ड गुना रेडी थागिबो की दे गिलुम की तो बाबू की लगा सजेशन गंभीर होबो उदाई दिन alert और ready थागिबो on always will remind stand for people of Eastern ये हमें सब जो दे गुना हमें ना पता है दिस सेस से long live Indio and long live Eastern thank you
Now we are coming to the last part of the program. Speech. This is the most important part of the today's rally. May call upon our CKS Vice President to take over the podium. Good morning, all of you. Good morning. My respect goes to W. Jingmak, Executive Chairman, CKS, Sri Kenyang Se Home Evangelist Sanctum Baptist Litro, Sri D.S. James, Secretary, ENBO, all the tribal unit presidents of Tuensang Town, Kemungan, Pongom, Sangdam, Dikir, and MQ, CWS officials, CDS officials, GPs from Tuensang Town, all the ward presidents under Tuensang Town, and media friends. Aji, Ami Khan laga mass public rally against border fencing or free movement regime laga rally to American ENBO area sokti same timing di Julia si. Aro at the same day American laga tribal presidents ENBO under laga tribal presidents and secretary khando aro ENBO issue laga de kam de ENBO officials, tribal presidents and officials to Kohima Dimabudi Ranchamaburi nasi. Baki officials, tribal officials, publics of ENBO Amikan mass rally aji duloye se. Iman jo naibo bari se sobki khushi naam di ENBO bra aro CKS naam di janai diya se. Aji laga message, Amikan laga really laga message to Amikan government of India, Honorable Minister of Home, Amikan Punchabule ase, Ami laga speech to Aji Amikan mass public really laga kotha do Ami iniga puri ase. Office of the Jang Khule Sechang, Jang Tribal Council, headquartered in Tuensang. To the Honorable Minister, Home Minister, Government of India, New Delhi, through the Deputy Commissioner, Tuensang District. Subject: Memorandum, border fencing and free movement regime regarding. Honorable Sir, the people of Chang tribe of Eastern Nagaland hereby submit his memorandum to your esteemed office for your due consideration and necessary action without further delay. This memorandum is an outcome of the mass public rally held across Eastern Nagaland on 28th of April 2025. This is to remind Government of India again that the unique history of Nagas, particularly of the Eastern Nagas, its traditions and political aspirations is at stake with the declaration of Government of India's policy for fencing the Indo-Myanmar imaginary border and scrapping modification of free movement regime during February 2024. At the outset, we appreciate the adoption of resolution by the Nagaland State Assembly on 1st March 2024, urging the central government to reconsider its decision to fence the Indo-Myanmar border and scrap the free movement regime, and this non-acceptance directly reflects the spirit of enabling provisions given by the Constitution of India under Article 371A to the Legislative Assembly of Nagaland in regard to land and its resources. Today, we once again hear your voice against the very policy that will divide our people and our ancestral land, and hereby lay down the following grievances for your immediate consideration. Number one, no segregation of people and division of traditional and ancestral land. We oppose the policies that segregated our people and divide our traditional and ancestral land that we have owned since time immemorial, long before independent India. We truly oppose the policy that restricts the movement of indigenous people of the land by imposing various restrictions which forbid free movement within its own traditional and ancestral land. Uphold on Declaration of the Indigenous People Rights of 2007. The Government of India must uphold the United Nations Declaration of Indigenous Peoples' Rights of 2007, where both India and Myanmar were the signatories. Hence, both India and Myanmar as signatories must be guided by the principle of Article 36 of the United Nations. United Nations Declaration of the Indigenous People's Rights and promote the rights to maintain and develop contact, relations and cooperation, including activities of spiritual, cultural, political, economic and social purposes with their own members as well as other peoples across the border. The Government of India contradicts its much acclaimed look is and act is policy. We call upon your attention to see in our context that the much acclaimed national policies like look is policy or is act policy are not reduced to a border fencing and scrapping of FMR, destroying our rights in our own God-given ancestral land. No security without people's mandate. Real security can be achieved only when it is done together with the indigenous people inhabiting of eastern frontier of Nagaland. No to the national border development policies till the withdrawal of declaration of border fencing. No development at the cost of curtailing our freedom. We are constrained to declare non-acceptance and non-cooperation to any border area development program declared by the Government of India. Pending FND to Eastern Nagaland, we are aware that ENPO is currently spearheading to solve the offer frontier Nagaland territory matter with the Government of India. It started with a long-drawn statehood demand from 2008, and we were made to understand during 2023 that separate statehood was not possible immediately, and thus Government of India has offered FND with executive, legislature and financial autonomy. That while the Eastern people were positively expecting for FND to happen soon, MHA declared the border fencing which lies along Eastern Nagaland and the scrapping of FMR during February 2024. Seriously threatening our life, land ownership and possession, and also curtailing our free movement. This unfortunate development has forced us to question the sincerity of Government of India towards Eastern Nagaland. Is this development a message from Government of India that our Eastern Nagaland problems and issues are scrapped? It is question dominating the public space. Therefore, through this public rally held on 20th April 2025, we demanded the withdrawal of the border fencing policy and removal of all restrictions to enable us to continue to enjoy our land and rights as the indigenous people living along the Indian-Myanmar imaginary border. Thank you. With W. Jumak Executive Chairman CKS and Sibong Vice President CKS. Thank you.
इधर तो प्रोग्राम जो खत्म हुए ऐसे इधर वाले हमारे नक्शा भी खींचो स्लोगन एक दे दुइदा मार बोले ऐसे इधर वाले साइड जो बुआगन दो तो बाइक भी माचुते एक बार इधर लोग क्लोज प्रीवी सब भाई जाबे अंदर दे जाबे